You meet two people at a dinner party. The first one tells you they make $340,000 a year. Surgeon, nice watch. Leases a car that costs more than most people's rent. The second one tells you they make $91,000 a year. Works in logistics. Drives a 2016 Camry with 200,000 miles on it. You assume the surgeon is rich. You assume the logistics guy is doing fine, but not rich. Here's the problem. One of these people could lose their job tomorrow and be financially unaffected for the next 11 years. The other one is 4 missed paychecks from a lifestyle collapse. And it's not who you think. Income is what you're allowed to spend. Wealth is what you're allowed to stop. Two completely different games. You've been scoring the wrong one. High income doesn't come in one flavor. There are at least 4 distinct versions of the person who makes a lot of money, and only one of them is actually building wealth. The leveraged professional. Doctor, lawyer, senior consultant. Income between $200,000 and $600,000 a year. Spins up to the ceiling almost immediately because the ceiling keeps rising. The commission spike. Sales, real estate, some tech roles. Income swings wildly. $60,000 one year for $100,000 the next. Lifestyle gets set at the peak, not the average. The founder on paper. Net worth looks enormous because it's tied up in equity in a company that hasn't sold anything yet. Rich on a spreadsheet. Broke in a bank account. The quiet accumulator. Modest, stable salary. Nobody at the dinner party is impressed. This is the only one of the 4 who's actually solving the wealth equation. Same word, makes good money for completely different financial realities. When someone says, I make $300,000, what are they actually buying with that title? Not just goods. They're buying a lifestyle tier, and lifestyle tiers come with fixed costs baked in that never show up in the salary number. The house that matches a doctor's income, often a $4,000 to $6,000 monthly mortgage payment. The car or 2 cars, because a surgeon can't be seen in a 10-year-old sedan, $800 to $1,400 a month combined. Private school for the kids, because the neighborhood the house is in has bad public schools, $2,000 to $4,000 a month per child. The vacations, the dinners, the country club dues, the wardrobe that looks like the job title. None of this is optional in the way it feels optional. It's social infrastructure. Everything. Here's what it actually costs to hold the title high earner in most American metro areas. Total household fixed obligations for a family earning $340,000 a year after taxes. Roughly $230,000 gone before a single dollar touches an investment account. Federal and state taxes alone, approximately $98,000. Mortgage and property tax, $72,000. 2 vehicle payments plus insurance, $19,200. Private school tuition for 2 kids, $51,000. Childcare, healthcare premiums, and out-of-pocket costs, $22,000. Run the math. What's left to actually invest at the end of the year is often less than what the $91,000 earner puts away. The store is the business. The paycheck is just the fuel that keeps the store running. So who's actually taking the cut here? Let's trace it. The salary lands. Before the earner sees a dollar of it, the employer has already sent a chunk to the government as payroll withholding. What's left hits the checking account. From there, the mortgage lender takes its slice. 30 years of a 6-figure home loan, and the bank collects roughly $1 in interest for every dollar of principal on a standard 30-year note. The dealership and the auto lender take their slice next, and a new car loses an average of 20% of its value in the first year alone, before a single payment has built any equity. The private school takes its slice. The country club takes its slice. The credit card company, if there's a balance carried even occasionally, takes the largest slice of all. The average credit card interest rate crossed 21% in 2025. By the time the money reaches an actual brokerage account, if it reaches one at all, it has already passed through 5 or 6 sets of hands, and every single one of those hands took a percentage before the earner did. Why does this matter? Because wealth isn't built from what you make. It's built from what survives the gauntlet. Here's the counterintuitive part. The highest earners are often the least liquid people in the room. Call it the ceiling trap. The more someone earns, the faster their spending rises to meet it, because every raise gets pre-spent on the next rung of the lifestyle ladder before it's even deposited. The surgeon making $340,000 has a net worth, after a decade of practicing, that's frequently lower than a teacher's who's been maxing out a retirement account since age 25 on $60,000 a year. Why? The teacher's money went into an index fund that's been compounding, untouched, for 15 years. Average annual stock market return, long-term, about 10% before inflation. The surgeon's money went into a mortgage, 2 car loans, and a lifestyle that has to be maintained every single month or the whole structure looks like it's failing. One person's money is working while they sleep. The other person's money evaporates and has to be re-earned every 30 days, forever. The paycheck is the fuel. The compounding account is the engine. Most high earners never build the engine. They just keep buying more expensive fuel. Here's what keeps the high-income, low-wealth household up at night, even if they'd never admit it. Lifestyle is sticky in a way income isn't. Losing a $300,000 job doesn't mean finding a new one at the same rate in 3 months. It can mean a year, sometimes 2, in a specialized field. Meanwhile, the mortgage, the tuition, and the car payments don't pause for the job search. This is why so many high earners are, functionally, 1 bad year away from selling the house. Not because they're irresponsible, because the entire structure was built assuming the income stream never interrupts. The quiet accumulator, by contrast, has a fixed cost of living that a single missed year barely dents. That's not luck. That's architecture. There's one number that separates the person who turns income into wealth from the person who turns income into a treadmill. Savings rate as a percentage of income, not the dollar amount, the percentage. Someone earning $91,000 who saves 20% is putting away $18,200 a year. Someone earning $340,000 who saves 3%, which is common once the lifestyle is fully built out, is putting away $10,200 a year. The lower earner is out saving the higher earner by $8,000 annually, and compounding does not care whose paycheck the money came from. The variable was never income. It was the percentage of income that never touches the lifestyle at all. Go back to the 2 people at the dinner party. The surgeon, $340,000 a year, saving 3%, invested at 10% average annual return. After 20 years, roughly $650,000. The logistics worker, $91,000 a year, saving 20%, same 20-year window, same return, just over $1,040,000. The person making a third of the salary ends up with nearly double the money. Same 20 years. Same market. Same tax code. One variable, run in opposite directions. So look at the 2 people at that dinner party again. The one with the watch, the lease, the title everyone whispers about. The one with the Camry and the number nobody asks about. Income is what you're allowed to spend. Wealth is what you're allowed to stop.